So this week we're talking about movies or shows that changed um, the movie or filmmaking industry. The show I want to be talking about today is um, The Three Stooges. For those of you who don't know what The Three Stooges is, it's a show that came out in the 1920s about three guys that go on mischievous adventures or try to find a job, and they always seem to get in trouble. And the main henchman, the main guy, Mo, he always slaps the other two around for the dumb things they say. And what's interesting is that when this show came out, they would always use comedy, like simple comedy, but it was funny. Like they would say things like, "This is a man's job." When they would say this is a man's job, they would say, "Oh, great, but where do we find one?" Or another thing they would say is, "Hey, keep an eye on him," and he'll be like, "I'll keep both my eyes on him." And one more thing I can say is, um, one of them be like, "Hey, I can't see." And like, "Hey, what's going on? What's the matter?" He's like, "I got my eyes closed." So this is really interesting because this is like kind of like the start of comedy. This is kind of like the start of verbal comedy. Before, there was like Charlie Chaplin where he'd run around and do stuff, but it was no talking. But here, these guys slap each other around. They do all sorts of crazy adventures, and it's just a pure form of comedy. It's simple comedy, but yet it's funny, it's hilarious. And because of this show, other shows came out, such as Laurel and Hardy and Abbott and Costello. And in Abbott and Costello, if you guys never heard of it, there's a really famous um, skit they do. It's called Who's on First. If you guys never seen it, I'd really recommend it. So yeah, I think that the Three Stooges really helped push forward comedy in the filmmaking industry.